Linux distros. There is about 500 distros that are still actively maintained. Finding the perfect one for you can really be annoying sometimes. There is some distros that are really overrated, I think, like these stupid distros, but on the other hand, you may find some underrated distros. So today, I'm going to take a look at Linux Mint. We will go through installing it, checking how customizable it is, and see if it can be compared to something like Fedora with GNOME or any KDE distro. So enough talking, let's get started. So we have three flavors of Linux Mint. We have Cinnamon Edition, XFCE, and here we have Mate Edition. I will just go with the Cinnamon one because I think it's the main one. And because I already know how XFCE looks, but the Mate desktop environment, I think I haven't tried it. But today we will just focus on Cinnamon Edition. So I downloaded it already, and I will create a VM and test it there. Installing it is really similar to any other distro you know. Make sure to choose a secure password here. Installing Linux can really look funny sometimes. I mean, I'm installing an operating system, but here it's saying removing language selector command. They are just deleting stuff, I think. Okay, Linux Mint finished deleting stuff. Now let's restart. And welcome to Linux Mint. So let's select let's go. Okay, let's change the desktop colors. I will go with dark for sure, and I will just select gray. Looks much better now. So you have Timeshift pre-installed to make some snapshots. You have Driver Manager here to make sure that all drivers are installed and up to date. No drivers needed, everything is okay. We have Update Manager here. It just check if everything is up to date. And the system settings, Software Manager right here. I think it looks like if GNOME and KDE made a baby. Flatpak is already installed and FlatHub is already integrated in the software store. I like it. It also shows you which additional software will get installed. I really like it this way. And we have a firewall here. It's not active by default, but it's installed at least. And here is the desktop. So we have the Start menu here, very similar to the ugly Windows 10. We have a File Explorer here. And now I'm pretty sure that Linux Mint is really the baby of GNOME and KDE. So I will make this a little bit smaller here. And I will place GNOME on the right and KDE on the left. Here we have a Firefox, the very normal Firefox we know, nothing special here. And a small terminal right here. And this one looks really amazing. I like it even more than GNOME one actually. So I installed Remina before because I just want to see if the black theme will get applied to all applications. And the answer is yes for sure. Second reason why I installed Remina is to see if they support the status notification things here. Okay, now I'm lying. I just installed Remina because it was in front of me. But yes, they support status notification items things. I have no idea what do they call it. And here we have the update manager, network settings, sound level, and time and calendar here. Alright, let's see what apps do they offer here. So we have accessibility. I hope no one will need this. Account details. We have actions. I had no idea what this is, but I just made a right click on the desktop, and now I see these are just the items on the right click menu. We have advanced network configuration. We have applets right here. These are just the small applets on the task menu. So we have calendar right here. We can add display. And I think you know what it does right now. I really like it. I miss something like this in GNOME. Now I made it as ugly as it can get. We have Archive Manager to archive your stuff. We have Backgrounds, Backup Tool, Bluetooth Manager, Calculator, Calendar. I think they have an application for every settings entry, because if I open settings right here, I will just put it here. And here you see we have accessibility right here. We have actions, we have applets, we have languages, keyboard. So you just have the same thing in two different places. But let's actually stay in the settings. We have some backgrounds right here and some ugly ones. We have some themes. There is 3 pre-configured styles. I will just go with the dark one. I don't know, it looks a little bit complicated. So now I'm under disklets, and you see you have 3 submenus here. This one isn't working. And I was under actions before, and you have a similar overview. I have no idea, it looks a little bit wrong, I think. You can show desktop icons, I like it this way. They also have extensions, but it's not working. We have general settings here. Okay, overall it's customizable, much more than GNOME for sure, but not as much as KDE. And even though it's simpler than KDE, I think customizing KDE or KDE itself is a little bit less complicated. I mean, I really hate the settings app. You have many things here, and the same entries are in the start menu. I don't like it this way. Okay, I found color here. It's listed under hardware. A hardware that is color. I have no idea what it is. And it is just the screen. It's listed under hardware. It's called color. And it doesn't have like a display icon at least. Okay, it's not the best settings app, but it does the job. I actually like how they have their own icons. For Firefox as example, they aren't just using the normal Firefox icon. They are using one that suits the system, and I like it this way. The same on Remina right here. Oh my god, on Remina they aren't using the same colors even. And we have Thunderbird right here. It also has a really nice looking icon. Even though Settings app isn't the best, I still like the system. I like that the apps looks very similar to each other. Somehow they managed to make almost all apps follow the same rules for look and feel, and I really like it this way. They are using the calendar app from GNOME, but the use theme is really amazing. I will actually open Remina also to show you how it will look like. Okay, I think Remina used GTK3, and we see a difference here. So you see a difference in the colors, but it's really okay. I still like the look of Linux Mint. And now let's talk resources. So I have nothing open, only the system monitor right here. It is using 2.4 GB of RAM, and the CPU is on about 20 to 30%. So the guys behind Linux Mint, you guys are really making a nice job. And I think now I will answer the question, is Linux Mint underrated? I think yes. I still prefer GNOME, but it looks much better than KDE. And that was the video for today. I'm really amazed of Linux Mint. I think this is the first time I test it, and I have no idea why I haven't taken a look at it before. So is it underrated? I think yes. Will I move to it? I think no. Because I just prefer GNOME. I like how it looks and how it reacts. I like its applications, and it's just GNOME. It's really the best. Now that was the video for today. I showed you Linux Mint. Now you are in. Consider supporting the channel by buying a t-shirt like this, or by joining the channel to see the videos before everyone else. You will also be able to vote for new video titles, and there is many other things. You can just check them yourself. And if you can't do any of this, your like and subscribe are more than enough. Now don't forget to let me know in the comments what do you want me to cover the next time. Until then, don't forget to do your stuff, to click the buttons down below, and see you the next time. This is Libre-Data, and we are just getting started.